welcome to Invictus Motors, where we have absolutely beautiful weather today. But at least we've got a beautiful car to show you as well. We've got this lovely looking Aston Martin V8 Vantage. Now this is the 2008 model, which means that this doesn't have the 4.3, but it actually has the 4.7 litre V8. This Aston Martin is finished in onyx black metallic, and it's mated to these 19-inch alloy wheels, which also have gunmetal grey calipers underneath them. Now, I believe that these calipers are colour matched to the wheels, which I think is an absolutely lovely touch. And it's nice to see like grey calipers instead of like your usual black or your red ones. I mean, I know red calipers do look nice, but it's just overdone, I think. The main purpose of this video is to talk about the quirks and gimmicks of an Aston Martin V8 Vantage. Starting with this door handle. Now, it's a bit of an unusual design when you look at it. What you need to do is where you've got these two little lines here, you push there, which drops your window, press a bit more, and that opens the door. Now this is a very fragile design because it's only got one pin through here. So in order to open the door safely, you do need to get your hand underneath to open it up. Moving on to the inside, there's loads of quirks and unusual bits and pieces in here. Starting with this handbrake. Now, usually you see your handbrake here, but Aston Martin decided that that's going to make it a bit too cluttered and untidy. So they decided to put the handbrake lever all the way down here in between the driver and the door. Now, when you have it up, when you put it up like that to put it on, and release it, it drops back down again. Now this means that it's not going to be sticking up, which means it's nice and easy for you to get in and out. Now, fans of the Ferrari California may recognise this sort of gear selector layout with the buttons on the dashboard, but Aston Martin were the ones that did it first. First with the DB9 and then the V8 Vantage. This means that you have a nice clean look on your centre console, so you don't have a gear lever cluttering up your dashboard down here. Now on the manuals, obviously there will be a gear lever here, but on the automatics, you don't get your regular gear selector that you slide backwards and forwards. You just get this little storage compartment here. However, if you want to drive the car in a manual mode, you do have your plus and minus pedals on the back of the steering wheel. Right hand to go up, left hand to go down, as you would. I'm going to give you 3 seconds to guess what that is. Now this is actually a pen, which is a bit of an unusual thing to have in a car, but hey-ho. Now this isn't just some cheap disposable ballpoint. This is actually a Lamy pen, and the great thing about it is you can actually get new cartridges for it and refill it, so you can use it for as long as you need it. And I have tested this pen, and it does actually work, so you can use it straight away if you need to make any notes. Now Aston Martins are all hand-built, which goes to show by the amount of Aston Martins that are actually been produced. Now, to put this into perspective, the Porsche 911, about 4 or 5 years ago, I can't remember exactly when, but they actually passed 1 million units of the 911 being sold. But if you add up all the Aston Martins made, that's not just V8 Vantages, but every Aston Martin ever, it only comes up to about 100,000, which is about 1/10 of the 911 production, which is mad. Let's mention these seats. They're absolutely gorgeous, and it's a really nice premium feeling leather as well. Not only that, but you've also got this nice grey silver stitching as well, which really contrasts the black leather really nicely. Not only that, but back here, under this panel, you actually have a first aid kit, your tow hook that you can screw into the car if, or God forbid, you end up breaking down and need to go in the back of a tow truck. And you've also got replacement bulbs as well in there, which is quite a nice handy thing to have if you're in a spot of bad luck. It's not just leather, sticking plasters and light bulbs you get in this car. You've also got carbon fibre kick plates. You've got your sat-nav, which is hiding away at the minute, but we'll get him out for you later. We've got Bluetooth connectivity, Alcantara headlining, and one of the really nice things for when you're on a long journey is your cruise control on the steering wheel here. Fans of our Porsches may know that on quite a lot of them you have your seat memory buttons on the door here. But Aston Martin have gone one step further. Not only do you have it for the driver's seat on this side, but you actually have it for the passenger on this side as well. Now this is something I've never actually seen on any other car before, which is just a nice touch because it means that if you have multiple people getting in, say your other half or one of your kids, then it means that they can already have a pre-selected seat position ready for them when they get into the car, so they don't have to mess around with the seat. Anyone home? There is, and it's a glass ashtray. A bit of an unusual thing. I've never seen a glass ashtray insert in a car. I mean, I've seen plenty of plastic ones, but not a glass one. This is actually quite a smart little thing. A bit unusual. I like it. There's a couple of other little features that I want to talk to you about. First is these sun visors. Now, first of all, you've got this really unusual shape, which goes along with the contours of the window, but you've also got this lovely little metal hinge and this nice little window which covers your mirror, and you've even got this little brushed aluminium sheet, which you don't even see when it's closed. It's just the attention to detail on this car is next to none. It is incredible. Under the bonnet, you have more reminders that Aston Martins are hand-built. You get this little plaque here which says Aston Martin, hand-built in England, and you also get the name of who did the final inspection on the engine, which is a nice touch. Now I know who to blame when if the engine goes wrong. Now, in terms of power, you have 420 bhp, which is a considerable bump from the 380 you got from the previous era of these cars. You get 470 newton meters of torque, a top speed of 179 miles an hour. 0 to 62 is dealt with in just 4.9 seconds. It weighs 1,705 kilograms, so it's a bit of a heavy boy, but it's an Aston Martin, it's hand-built. What are you expecting? It's not going to be a Lotus Elise. And the MPG numbers, you might want to take out shares in Shell. You get an MPG of about 20 MPG. We're now going to take this car out for a drive, but before we do, I just want to show you, this is actually the main key for the car. That head is not glass or plastic, that is actually crystal. It's absolutely gorgeous, and you've got this really nice Aston Martin logo in the top. Now, you don't want to drop this or break it, because to fix this, or replace this, should I say, £2,000. You can buy a car for that, for a key. Now, when it comes to buying a prestige car, whether that be one of our Porsches, one of our Aston Martins, or even one of our Ferraris, we did have a Ferrari in stock for a little bit, the most important thing you want to know is how well the car's been maintained. Now, this car has had 7 owners, which for a second people might run away screaming thinking it's a bad thing, but don't. It's not a bad thing at all. In fact, it's a good thing, because if you have 7 owners on a car, it means this car has gone through 7 inspections, 7 services, 7 dealers looking after the car, valeting the car, making sure that the car is in tip-top condition, ready for the next owner. It means that this car will have probably more services than it is needed, which is absolutely excellent. Not only that, this car has got full Aston Martin and Aston Martin Specialist service history, so you know that this car has been looked after by the right people. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we drop our next videos. Let us know what you think in the comments down below, and we will hopefully see you in the next one. Goodbye.